Hello, I'm Diana Sterck, the Chief Executive of Merton Chamber of Commerce. We're really pleased to be working with you as your employer representative for the Kickstart Scheme. I've been involved in supporting young people into the world of work for many years, and I think Kickstart is a wonderful opportunity for them to have a 6-month time with you to see how they get on and hopefully develop and get ready for their future career. In this short presentation, I'm going to give you an outline of the Kickstart process, how we can help you, and options to consider when the 6 months is up. As you all know, Kickstart placements are open to young people aged 16 to 24 who are claiming universal credit and are at risk of long-term unemployment. You will receive funding for 100% of the relevant national minimum wage for 25 hours a week for 6 months, plus associated employer national insurance contributions and employer minimum auto-enrolment pension contributions. There is also £1,500 per job placement available for set-up costs, support and training. Once you are ready to recruit and we have submitted your vacancies, suitable applicants will be referred directly to you from Job Centre Plus. As part of the placement, you are expected to help the Kickstarter to develop their skills and experience, covering essential skills such as timekeeping and attendance and how to work as part of a team. Here at Merton Chamber of Commerce, we have a package of support to help you look at mentoring the Kickstarter and also equipping them with the generic skills they require as a new entrant into the world of work. We also have templates for you to use for induction, training and development and assessment of progress. When they are near the end of the placement, I hope you will carry on employing them. They might be eligible to do a traineeship or apprenticeship to continue their vocational training, or if neither of these are possible or relevant, we ask you to help them with an exit plan to help them get another job, covering CV and interview preparation. I'm going to take you through these stages in some more detail. When you recruit your Kickstarter, we ask that you address pay and conditions. The government will fund each placement at national minimum wage for 25 hours a week. Employers in London have the option of topping this up to the London living wage, which is the only rate of pay that reflects the cost of living in London and is currently £10.85 an hour. You of course can pay the Kickstarter a higher salary, but you will only be refunded for the national minimum wage. You should also consult with the Kickstarter to agree shift patterns and times before the placement begins or on the first day of the placement. On their first day, the participant should then receive a clear statement about their role, pay and working hours. The participant should receive a full induction process, including a welcome to the organisation and an introduction to colleagues. Participants should be entitled to predictable working hours. Where possible, participants should be given the option of working flexible working hours. They should be made aware of sickness, absence, policies and procedures. The participant should be paid on a monthly basis via the PAYE system. You might consider offering the Kickstarter interest-free loans to help with living costs, such as season ticket loans. Wellbeing in the workplace. Wellbeing in the workplace is also an important area for you to consider. The Kickstarter should have an identified line manager who can supervise and meet with them regularly throughout the time with you, support their learning and development, and provide a reference for job applications. It is important that the person responsible for line management understands these requirements and is provided with adequate support themselves. Ongoing support and mentoring should be provided to the Kickstart participant over the course of the placement. Every young person has unique circumstances, so their needs will vary. Some may be facing financial challenges, be in insecure housing, or be facing other personal issues. It is important that the wraparound support provided by the Kickstart employer takes account of these specific needs. The line manager should seek to understand these needs and be prepared to signpost the participant towards services offering things like housing or welfare advice. You must ensure that all health and safety regulations are followed and ideally should have a health and wellbeing plan for your workforce. You must also ensure that the workplace is COVID secure and have a risk assessment for this. You must also provide the Kickstarter with all the necessary equipment for the job that they are doing, for example, a uniform or protective equipment. Skills and progression. A Kickstart placement should prepare participants for the world of work and equip them with the skills to progress into employment once the placement has concluded. Performance reviews should be conducted on a weekly basis at the beginning of the placement, subsequently changing to a monthly meeting, although informal conversations with the candidate are always useful. Employers should embed learning opportunities into placements and provide a structured training programme for participants. This could include on-the-job training, which should be provided throughout the period of the placement, and someone to mentor the Kickstarter is highly recommended. You should also consider off-the-job training for the participant, and this should be accredited where possible. The Kickstarter should be provided with training in basic workplace skills, such as attendance, timekeeping, and teamwork. The most important thing is that they are given the opportunity to develop core transferable skills that will help them progress in the world of work. The Kickstarter should receive documentation which provides evidence of the training that they have received, even if they have only received informal training. Someone should act as a mentor and provide informal opportunities for shadowing throughout the placement. If possible, the Kickstarter should be linked up with networks of other young people in the organisation, for example, apprenticeships or other Kickstart participants. Support should also be provided to help them look for long-term work. This should be evident throughout the placement, covering a review of the skills the Kickstarter has gained, what experience they have had, and setting longer-term employment goals. Wraparound support. You have several choices when it comes to providing the wraparound support. You can provide it in-house yourself. You can source your own provider of support. You can work with us and access Merton Chamber of Commerce's package of support, particularly relevant if you do not have your own HR resource or have not employed a young person before. Or you can do a combination of all of these. So how can Merton Chamber of Commerce help? We can help you through our Employers Toolkit. We want to make the recruitment, induction and development of your Kickstarter as easy as possible. We are therefore offering you a toolkit that the supervisor of the Kickstarter can use throughout the 6 months. It includes an induction plan template, a training plan template, how to mentor and support new employees, guidance and tools, how to gain feedback from your Kickstarter and to support their training and development, including a progress review template. We also have a resource guide for the Kickstarter and for you to access online e-learning resources, which are bite-sized modules covering maths and English in the workplace, health and safety, data protection, customer service, cybersecurity and digital marketing skills. All of this is available to you for £250 plus VAT for the first Kickstarter and £50 plus VAT for each additional Kickstarter you take on. We can also help you through workshops. We think that you, like us, would like the Kickstart programme to not only bring new talent and jobs into your business, but also for it to equip the Kickstarter to adapt and fit into the world of work and meet the expectations of you, their employer. In this belief, we have designed a programme of support for Kickstarters to meet in a peer-to-peer environment, which is online at the moment, to learn about the world of work and to equip themselves with the broad skill set that they will require to be successful in work. We anticipate each workshop to be up to 2 hours long, and there will be a monthly schedule of support available. Areas that the workshops will cover are developing interpersonal skills, which includes development of communication and confidence, dealing with customers, suppliers and colleagues. Development of employability skills, including attendance, timekeeping and team working. Digital behaviours, which is all about applying digital skills in the workplace in an appropriate way, using the right tone and language. And finally, how to succeed in interviews, including CV preparation, interviews in a virtual world, and mock interview scenarios. Our workshop programme is available at £250 plus VAT per person for the webinar programme over a 6-month period. This means that you will still have at least £1,000 of the wraparound support fund to provide equipment and other training to help the Kickstarter develop their skills and employability. I hope that this video has been helpful, and please contact us if you need any other guidance and support. Thank you so much for taking on a Kickstarter or more than one, and I do hope that it works out for both you and the young person to help them on their way to a successful career. Thank you for your time.